What's cracking, people? It's your man, Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, representing high-level technicians operating globally and beyond. So listen, today I just wanted to relate a quick story that had a lesson in it. And this was something that took place a little while back, maybe a couple months ago, but it's one of those classic examples of what women think about and over the course of just an average day, and in particular I would say a high octane woman. Now, I have many different female friends and different roster positions and different aspects of my rotation that I like to enjoy having fun with, spending time with, going to bars. We'll be each other, my wing woman, I'll be her wingman, traveling, things like that. So this one good friend that I have, and gentlemen, anytime I talk about a woman who I know of personally, I gotta go into the description, gotta break her down. I'll put a picture in here that is of her likeness. Hell no, I'm not gonna put a picture of her up. But in any case, this person, she's a business owner, so she is an entrepreneur. I would say a mid six figures, probably like 350 a year, and she is about 5'5", I want to say 5'5", light to almond complected skin. I mean, again, I'm not a tits man, I'm more of like a ass and legs man, but she has the most perfect pair of double D round tits. Very nice body. She works out regularly. She is in her early 40s. I put that out there because she is a widower, just to give some background. But to the guys out there who think that you have to limit your target pool of high value women to just women between 18 and 23, dream on. I mean, there are literally billions, of women who are high caliber, who are absolutely gorgeous, who have an interesting story, who have interesting characteristics about them, who are smart, who are articulate, who are well traveled, who have so many things to offer a man of any status, select, alpha showpiece, ugly sexy player, master of the universe, whomever. And it's not necessarily a situation where you have to try to lock a woman like this down. On the contrary, when she sees and understands that you are a mover, a shaker, you are a doer of the things, she wants to be a part of that program, because that energy that you give off as the type of man who's a go-getter, as the type of man who is about his business and can do the things that he says, that can walk the talk, so to speak. She wants to be in your space, and it's not all about just making deals and making connections and getting money out of it, which is good. It's great if you can have that type of relationship, but even just doing low-key things, just the regular casual mundane things outside of the bedroom, like going to the movies, going to a play, motorcycle riding, doing tours, boat rides and shit like that. It's really good to have women, a variety of women on your roster who you can just do that with. Chill the fuck out, be yourself, and know that there are no expectations, and the night is open to whatever the possibilities that you two want to explore. So with that background done, I do want to say that she is the type who is in the friend zone but sticks a toe out every now and again. But anyway, We were walking to go see a show, and I noticed her scanning a guy. Now, I'm familiar with this scan because this is the scan that women give dancers when they are when we're coming out for our pre-routine walkthrough. And basically, when a woman does the scan, she is just making sure that you're bringing everything out that she is looking for. You know, especially an experienced woman at a show who is ready to tip and ready to have a good time. But there's also a scan that women do when they're sizing a man up, and that's really what I want to talk about today. So when I noticed her scanning this guy, I just asked her, "So what do you see?" She said, "Nah, I can fuck it." I was like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "So what are the other things that, you know, you can ascertain from just scanning a guy?" So then a conversation ensued, and here are basically the results of that conversation. And I call it the 5 F's that women seek when they scan a man. Now, in previous videos, I discussed how capable women are of assessing a guy's health, physicality, his value producing attributes, like if he's industrious, if he is intuitive. Basically, if he is the type who can provide and protect if she is in a state of pregnancy, so that she knows that she's safe and well taken care of, so that the child will survive. Women have varying degrees of that, and some women can start to scan a guy at a distance of 50 feet to multiple yards away. I'd say 20 yards away, so that she can process this assessment in record time. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool to watch. So without further ado, I'm going to go into this really quick list. So the first assessment, or the first F that she filters a guy through, is the "can I fuck it" F. And basically, this is when a woman scans a man up and down to verify the frame, to see what his muscularity is like, to see, what his size is. She's obviously looking at the package, looking at her favorite body parts, but she's also looking at his posture and the way he walks. Does he have something to prove in bed? Is he a shit talker, like me personally? But I minimize my shit talking because, over the course of years, you discover that there's certain levels of shit talk that you can put out there, and you have to be careful, because if you're not careful, you can program a woman. When you laying that pipe down and you talking that shit, you can definitely do some reprogramming. But that's another video for another day. I'm going to save that for later and move on to number 2. The second F that women ask themselves when they're scanning a man is, "can I finesse it?" So basically, she's looking to see if he can wine and dine her. And she does this by analyzing his style and his adornments. What are his shoes? What is he wearing? A blazer? Does he have on earrings? Is he wearing jewelry? Obviously, if he's wearing a wedding ring, is he wearing a hat? That can indicate a person's savviness, his style. Is he traveled? Does he have a certain lifestyle that he can provide her with things and creature comfort? So that's the second F. Can I finesse it? The third F, can it feed me? Now, this is the F that a woman is trying to qualify a beta male provider through. Basically, she's checking to see, did he jump out of a vehicle that has multiple classes or series? Classes being like a S class or a C class. A series being that, that 3 series, 5 series, 6 series, 7 series. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these are the things that she's looking for. And if she's scanned this guy and she has put him in a category of beta male provider. Fourth is, can it father my children? And this is the ideal target for a high octane woman. Now, my friend that I was walking with, was easily a 92. When she was younger, in her younger years, she was definitely a 100 octane. She has plenty of stories. She was on a party scene and all that good shit. But the father number is something that a lot of higher octane women look for when they want that ideal man. And what's interesting about that is that, especially women who have experienced life, women who have their own things, women who have, built a certain level of status and comfort and attainment in life. This guy is the overall guy. And there are three factors that make this guy the ideal guy for a higher octane woman. The first one is God-fearing. So he comes in this pre-programmed package to follow a set of rules and traditions that are the ways of the world in terms of the Western society model is concerned. Second, he's a high earning person. So even the select man who isn't necessarily aware of certain truths that have been unearthed in the select manosphere or the alpha manosphere is a good target for women of this particular caliber. And the third one, which is the icing on the cake, is if he is a former athlete. Now, put all those three things together: God-fearing, high-earning, former athlete, and you have the perfect or ideal target for a higher octane woman. Now, me just saying those three things right there, if they're women listening, they are getting moist just hearing those words said in the same sentence: God-fearing, high-earning, former athlete. Trust me, fellas, just trust me on this one. Also, she wants to know if he already has children, because this is her way of checking to see if he's healthy enough to produce more children. Understand the game, fellas, understand it. The final F is, can I forget this ever happened? Now, women remember almost everything, especially when they have physical interactions or close proximity interactions with men who they are not attracted to, who they're repulsed by, who they are put off by. So if a guy has been scanned as completely undesirable, off her radar, below her league, then she needs to start the process of mentally dumping him before that 50-yard gap has been closed. And you'll notice, and I mentioned this in previous podcasts, how some women will wait for the elevator door to close. If there's an undesirable man on it, they will cross the street just to avoid this guy. They will definitely try to avoid eye contact. If he approaches her and tries to strike up a conversation, she'll have those short one-word answers if she bothers to respond or speak to him in the first place. But at the end of the day, these are the 5 F's that a woman processes a guy who she hasn't even met. He could be walking towards her from a distance, but just to give you some insight into the average day or average even instance, all of this stuff can take place in 30 seconds in a woman's world, and we're barely scratching the surface. So gentlemen, just keep that little nugget in your masculine mastery skill set tool chest. And as always, this is your man Cousin T, aka the Alpha Wingman, saying stay sharp and mission focused. Later.